Hello, my people. Good day to you, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whatever time zone you're listening to this, thank you for tuning in every single day to listen to me on Daily Mind Shift. My name is Michael Ujuela from Mindset Transformation Africa, and in today's episode, I want us to talk about competence, how it grows, right? Competence. Let me anchor today's episode on this statement. Competence grows through preparation and repetition, rendering self-doubt powerless over time. Competence, your competence, grows through preparation and repetition, and therefore it renders self-doubt powerless over time. Let me ask you something real quick. When self-doubt shows up, what does it usually sound like? When self-doubt shows up in your life, what does it usually sound like? See, it sounds convincing. It sounds logical. It sounds like it knows you more than anybody else. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Self-doubt has never beaten anyone who was prepared. Not once. It only wins when it meets uncertainty. It only survives where repetition is missing. It often gets loud when competence is still forming. That is when self-doubt is the loudest. So today we're talking about how preparation and repetition quietly strip self-doubt of its authority until it no longer gets a vote in your decision. So I want you to stay with me. Once again, welcome to Daily Mind Shifts with Minister Mike. All right, this is your daily pause, your daily reset, your daily moment to think straighter, act cleaner, and live stronger. So today's episode is about competence that grows through repetition and preparation, thereby silencing self-doubt. See, we want to just have a straightforward conversation that you might need more than you think you need it. By the end of this episode, you will see why confidence is not something that you wait for. You will see why belief doesn't come first and why doubt fades on its own when evidence starts piling up. So I want us to just go right into it. See, the first thing I want to say is this. Self-doubt cannot survive evidence. Anytime you are doubting yourself, give it evidence. Anytime you are questioning yourself, bring out evidence. And the problem I have with people is most of the time the evidence we submit to our self-doubt is only one-sided. Most times the evidence we supply is our bank account. We just said, okay, see now, if I'm progressing, I should have been a millionaire right now. See, I just have a couple of thousands in my account. See, I just have zero in my account. And that is untrue. That is unkind. Let me put it that way. To yourself, you are being unkind to yourself. There are many other metrics to measure your progress by other than some cash in your account. Yes, it is important. Even the scripture says money answereth all things. Nevertheless, you cannot measure yourself only by that one metric. You cannot measure your progress. You cannot submit only that evidence to self-doubt. It will keep kicking you. And one day, if you have all the millions, you will still not trust yourself because you say, oh, I'm not Bill Gates, I'm not Elon Musk. There are still some couple of people that are richer than me. Do you understand me? So it's important that you collate evidence beyond the materials that you can show your self-doubt when it rears its ugly head. Do you understand me? Self-doubt cannot survive evidence. And here's something we really and rarely say out loud. Self-doubt is not always emotional. Sometimes it is accurate. Sometimes the doubt you're feeling about yourself is accurate. Most people hate hearing that, all right? See, doubt shows up when your mind is looking for proof and cannot find enough of it. If you have not practiced enough, if you have not prepared enough, if you have not tested yourself under pressure, your mind does what it was built to do. It raises concern. That voice is saying you're not ready. The voice that is saying you're not ready, that is saying you might fail, that is saying you don't know enough yet, that voice is not evil, all right? It is caution. It's just cautious. The problem starts when people try to silence doubt with motivation instead of evidence. You don't talk away your doubt. You don't talk your doubt away. You outgrow it. You show it evidence. See how many hours I've read, and I understand this subject. I understand this concept very well. I do understand it. That is you telling your self-doubt that, see, you might be asking me, maybe I've worked hard enough. I've been on this book for the past 17 hours. I've been reading and I've understand this concept. You cannot outbeat me. That is you presenting evidence to your self-doubt. You don't talk self-doubt away. You outgrow it by evidence. Every hour of preparation is adding weight to your credibility. Every repetition becomes a receipt. Every completed rep becomes proof. Proof changes the conversation inside your head. And that is what I'm telling you. Show your self-doubt proof. Show your self-doubt proof. Don't only use affirmation or whatever motivational words to try to silence your doubt. Show it proof. Show it proof. It cannot deny evidence. At first, the doubt will ask questions. Later, it whispers into your consciousness. Eventually, it goes quiet because now the evidence has stacked up, not through force, all right, but through facts. Do you understand me? Through facts. Think about anything you are truly good at today. Maybe you're good at driving, you're good at communicating, you're good at your profession, you're good at sales, you're good at marketing, you're good at chemistry, you're good at math. See, you're good at a skill that people admire. You have the gift of gabs, you're good at words, you're good at presentations and all that. You did not start confident, that is the truth. Whatever skill people admire in me did not start with me having confidence in my ability. No. Sometimes I still doubt myself in those skills that people applaud me for. No. We did not start confident. We started clumsy. But we repeated the basics. We survived the mistakes. Then confidence arrived. Late, but it arrives after competence. And that is the order. You become confident more after you are competent. And you need to understand also that competence is compound interest on practice. And that is the part most people miss. Competence grows quietly. It doesn't announce itself. It doesn't show up in any one dramatic moment. It builds the same way compound interest builds wealth. It builds small actions, daily reps, unexciting consistency. Do you understand me? Self-doubt loves unfamiliar territory. Okay, new environment, new responsibilities, new levels. That is its comfort zones. But repetition destroys unfamiliarity. When you've practiced something hundreds of times, your body knows what to do even when your emotions hesitate. Your hand moves, your voice steadies, your timing improves. Muscle memory starts speaking louder than insecurity. This is why preparation beats talent in the long run. Talent gives you a head start. Repetition gives you staying power. Most people quit during the burning phase. And that is the most that is one of the most fucked up things. Most people quit during the burning phase. That phase is where competence is born. No applause there, no validation there, just you, the process, and the quiet progress that you're making. When repetition stacks up, something powerful happens. You stop asking, can I do this? You start saying, I've done this before, I can do it again. That sentence changes everything. And now let's talk about fear as I draw this episode to a close. Preparation turns fear into readiness. Fear is not the enemy. Unpreparedness is the enemy. Fear simply highlights areas that need reinforcement. When preparation is shallow, fear feels overwhelming. When preparation is deep, fear feels manageable. Readiness replaces panic. Prepared people still feel nervous, all right? They just trust their training. Athletes don't hope on game day. They rely on repetition. Speakers don't pray for clarity. They lean on rehearsal. Leaders don't guess. They draw from experience. Preparation doesn't erase emotion. It anchors it. And over time, something subtle shifts. Competence stops being something you do. It becomes something you are. Your identity changes. You stop saying, I hope I can handle this. You start saying, this is what I do. Self-doubt loses its